Top 4 powerful foods that can quietly help your body flush out toxins and support your kidneys faster than most people realize. What I'm about to show you might completely change how you look at your next meal, because the truth is, your kidneys are working nonstop right now, filtering waste, balancing fluids, and trying to protect your body from damage you don't even feel yet. And here's the part most people miss. Kidney damage doesn't suddenly appear overnight. It builds silently, slowly, sometimes for years, before any serious symptoms show up. That slight fatigue you ignore, the puffiness around your eyes in the morning, the subtle changes in how often you go to the bathroom, these are not random. These are early signals. And what's even more surprising is that the foods you eat every single day can either speed up that damage or quietly start reversing some of that stress. Now here's where things get interesting. There are certain foods that don't just support your kidneys in a general way. They actively help your body flush out toxins, reduce internal pressure, and make it easier for your kidneys to do their job. And no, these are not expensive supplements or complicated diets. These are simple, everyday foods that most people either ignore or use completely the wrong way. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to eat, why it works, and how it starts helping your body almost immediately. But stay with me, because the first one on this list is something millions of people already eat, yet they're still not getting the benefit. Garlic. Most people think of garlic as just something you add for flavor. But what if I told you that garlic is one of the most powerful natural tools your body has to help reduce toxin buildup and support kidney function? Let me explain what's really happening behind the scenes. Your kidneys are constantly filtering your blood, removing waste, and balancing essential minerals. But when toxins build up faster than your body can remove them, your kidneys start to feel that pressure. This is where garlic comes in. Garlic contains sulfur compounds, especially allicin, which plays a key role in reducing oxidative stress inside the body. And oxidative stress is one of the major factors that slowly damages kidney cells over time. But that's not all. Garlic also helps improve blood circulation. And better circulation means your kidneys receive a more consistent blood flow, allowing them to filter waste more efficiently. Think of it like this. If your kidneys are a filtration system, blood flow is the current that keeps everything moving. When that flow improves, toxins don't sit around as long and your body becomes more efficient at clearing them out. And here's something most people don't realize. Garlic can also help reduce inflammation, which is one of the biggest hidden threats to kidney health. Chronic inflammation slowly weakens kidney function, making it harder for them to keep up with daily demands. Now you might be wondering, how fast does this actually work? The answer might surprise you. Some people begin to notice changes in bloating, digestion, and even energy levels within days of consistently adding garlic to their meals. Not because it's a miracle food, but because it supports processes your body is already trying to perform. But here's the catch. Most people destroy garlic's benefits without even knowing it. Overcooking it can reduce its active compounds significantly. The real benefit comes when it's crushed and allowed to sit for a few minutes before cooking, or even consumed raw in small amounts. So here's the takeaway. Garlic isn't just a flavor enhancer. It's actively helping your body reduce toxin buildup, improve circulation, and protect your kidneys from long-term stress. And yet, most people overlook it completely. But this next food might surprise you even more, because it's something people often avoid thinking it's unhealthy. When in reality, it can do the exact opposite. Cabbage. Yes, cabbage. It might not look impressive, and it's definitely not trending on social media. But when it comes to supporting kidney health and flushing out toxins, cabbage is one of the most underrated foods you can eat. Let's break down why. Cabbage is packed with compounds called phytochemicals. These compounds help break down harmful free radicals in your body, reducing the overall toxic load your kidneys have to deal with. Less toxins in your system means less work for your kidneys, which allows them to function more efficiently. But here's where cabbage becomes even more powerful. It's incredibly low in potassium compared to many other vegetables. Now, potassium is important for your body, but when levels get too high, especially in people with kidney stress, it can create additional pressure on the kidneys. Cabbage gives you nutrients without overloading your system. That balance is exactly what your kidneys need. And there's more. Cabbage is rich in fiber, and fiber plays a huge role in detoxification. It binds to waste and toxins in your digestive system and helps remove them before they even reach your kidneys. Think about that for a second. The less waste that reaches your bloodstream, the less your kidneys have to filter out. That means cabbage is not just helping your kidneys directly, it's reducing the workload before it even begins. And this is where most people get it wrong. They focus only on what the kidneys are doing instead of what they can do to reduce the pressure in the first place. Cabbage works upstream, quietly lowering the burden. Now here's something interesting. People who regularly include cabbage in their diet often report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more consistent in their digestion. That's not random. That's your body becoming more efficient at eliminating waste. But there's a small detail that makes a big difference. The way you prepare cabbage matters. Light steaming or eating it raw preserves most of its beneficial compounds, while overcooking can reduce its effectiveness. So again, something simple, affordable, and easily available, yet incredibly powerful when used correctly. Garlic helps your body internally fight stress and improve filtration. Cabbage reduces the load before it even reaches your kidneys. And when you combine both, you start creating an environment where your body doesn't feel constantly overwhelmed. But we're just getting started, because the next food on this list is something most people already drink every day. And they have no idea it could be either helping their kidneys or slowly making things worse depending on how they use it. Green tea. It's something millions of people drink every single day without thinking twice. Some drink it for weight loss, others for relaxation, and many just replace coffee with it, assuming it's automatically healthier. But what most people don't realize is that green tea, when used the right way, can quietly support your kidneys in flushing out toxins and reducing internal stress faster than expected. And when used the wrong way, it can do the exact opposite. Let's break this down. Your kidneys are constantly exposed to oxidative stress. Every processed food, every sugary drink, every late-night snack adds to that internal load. Over time, this creates tiny amounts of damage inside kidney cells that slowly builds up. You don't feel it immediately, but it's happening in the background. This is where green tea becomes powerful. It's rich in antioxidants, especially catechins, which help neutralize those harmful free radicals before they can cause long-term damage. Think of antioxidants like a protective shield. Instead of letting toxins and stress damage your cells, they step in and reduce that impact. And when your kidneys are protected at a cellular level, they can continue filtering your blood more efficiently without getting overwhelmed. But that's only part of the story. Green tea also supports hydration, which is critical for kidney function. When your body is properly hydrated, your kidneys can flush out waste more smoothly through urine. Toxins don't sit around in your system for long periods. They move out. But here's the important detail most people miss. Hydration is not just about drinking more liquid. It's about drinking the right kind of liquid. Sugary drinks, sodas, and even excessive caffeine can actually increase the burden on your kidneys instead of helping them. Green tea sits in that balance. It provides hydration while also delivering compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. That combination is what makes it effective. But here's where things can go wrong. Drinking too much green tea, especially very strong brews, can increase caffeine intake and potentially stress your kidneys instead of supporting them. It's not about more, it's about consistency and balance. Now here's something interesting. Some people notice reduced bloating, better digestion, and even more stable energy levels after consistently drinking green tea for a few days. That's not just coincidence. That's your body responding to lower inflammation and better toxin management. But again, the benefit depends on how you use it. 1 to 2 cups a day, lightly brewed, is often enough to support your system without overloading it. So the takeaway here is simple. Green tea isn't just a trendy drink, it's a tool. When used correctly, it helps your body reduce internal stress, improve hydration, and support your kidneys in flushing out toxins more effectively. But misuse it and you lose that advantage completely. Now here's where things take another turn, because the next food on this list is something most people think is only good for digestion. But what it does for your kidneys might surprise you. Berries. Small, colorful, and often underestimated. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They all look simple on the outside, but inside they're packed with compounds that can significantly reduce the pressure on your kidneys. Let's understand why. Your kidneys don't just deal with toxins, they also deal with inflammation. And chronic inflammation is one of the biggest reasons kidney function slowly declines over time. It's not always about one major problem. It's about continuous low-level stress that builds up day after day. Berries help interrupt that process. They are loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which give them their rich color. These compounds actively reduce inflammation in the body, including in the kidneys. When inflammation goes down, your kidneys don't have to work as hard to maintain balance. They can filter waste more efficiently without being under constant stress. But that's not the only benefit. Berries are also low in sodium, low in phosphorus, and relatively moderate in potassium, making them a safe and effective choice for supporting kidney health. Unlike many processed snacks that increase toxin load, berries do the opposite. They help your body manage and reduce it. And here's something most people overlook. Berries also support blood sugar control. High blood sugar is one of the leading causes of kidney damage, especially over time. When blood sugar spikes frequently, it puts extra strain on your kidneys. Berries, with their fiber content and natural sugars, help stabilize those levels instead of causing sharp spikes. Now think about that for a moment. You're not just eating something that helps kidneys. You're eating something that reduces multiple risk factors at the same time. Lower inflammation, better blood sugar control, reduced toxin load. All of that adds up. Some people even notice improvements in how they feel overall. Less heaviness after meals, more consistent energy, better digestion. Again, not because berries are magical, but because they support systems your body depends on every single day. But there's a small detail that makes a big difference here too. Fresh berries are ideal, but even frozen berries can provide similar benefits if they're not loaded with added sugars. What you want to avoid are heavily processed berry products like syrups or sweetened juices, which completely cancel out the benefit. So here's the bigger picture forming now. Garlic helps reduce internal stress and improve circulation. Cabbage lowers toxin load before it reaches your kidneys. Green tea supports hydration and fights oxidative damage. Berries reduce inflammation and stabilize blood sugar. Each one plays a different role, but together they create a system where your kidneys are no longer constantly under pressure. But we're not done yet, because there's one final piece that most people ignore completely, and without it, everything else becomes less effective. And once you understand this last part, you'll start looking at your daily routine in a completely different way. Water. It sounds almost too simple to matter, right? Something you've heard your entire life. Drink more water, stay hydrated. But here's the truth most people completely overlook. Water is not just a habit. It's the foundation of everything your kidneys do. And without it, none of the foods we talked about will work the way they're supposed to. Your kidneys rely on water to filter waste out of your blood and move it out of your body through urine. Without enough water, toxins don't get flushed out efficiently. They stay in your system longer, circulate through your blood, and slowly increase the pressure on your kidneys. Over time, this buildup can make your kidneys work harder than they should, even if you're eating the right foods. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people don't realize they're slightly dehydrated almost every day. Not severely, not enough to feel extreme thirst, but just enough to slow down how efficiently their body removes waste. That small gap, repeated daily, turns into a bigger problem over time. And the worst part is, it's silent. When your body doesn't get enough water, your urine becomes more concentrated. That means higher levels of waste sitting in your system instead of being flushed out quickly. This creates the perfect environment for toxin buildup, and in some cases, even kidney stones. But when you drink enough water consistently, everything changes. Your urine becomes lighter, toxins move out faster, and your kidneys don't have to struggle to keep up. But here's the mistake most people make. They think drinking a lot of water at once is enough. It's not. Your body works best with steady hydration throughout the day. Small, consistent intake keeps your system running smoothly instead of overwhelming it all at once. Think of it like a stream. When water flows consistently, everything moves naturally, but when it comes in sudden bursts, it doesn't create the same effect. And there's another detail that most people miss. What you drink matters just as much as how much you drink. Sugary beverages, sodas, and heavily processed drinks don't hydrate your body the same way water does. In fact, many of them increase the load on your kidneys instead of reducing it. So even if you think you're drinking enough, the source of that hydration makes a huge difference. Now combine this with everything you've learned so far. Garlic helps your body reduce oxidative stress and improve circulation. Cabbage lowers the amount of toxins entering your system in the first place. Green tea supports hydration while protecting your cells. Berries reduce inflammation and stabilize blood sugar. But without proper hydration, your body can't fully use any of these advantages. This is where everything connects. Your kidneys are not failing overnight.